See, what I'm doing here is I'm plotting these little chalk stars out, and I have to apply them in such a way where to have a really believable illusion of chalk sitting on the surface. I'm trying to illustrate the chalk as though it would be catching on the crests of the texture of this blackboard, and that way, even upon really close inspection, the illusion holds true. Like this looks like chalk on here. So it's actually a lot of work to do something that ends up looking very simple. Because you know, sometimes you could paint something with so much exacting, you know, faithfulness, like all this verisimilitude, and there's just something in the translation that doesn't, sometimes it just doesn't translate, you know, or it just doesn't communicate the way you had thought it would communicate. You know what you were trying to say with this object or piece or element or whatnot. And so you have to kind of have to alter it to do what you want it to do. My dog snoring in the background really, I think, it brings the real to the whole process. What I'll do with this slate texture too is I'll go around, and every now and then there's these little imperfections you find in chalkboards that are like these little protrusions that stick out, that kind of collect the little chalk dust around them. And you know, a lot of these little things that you wouldn't think about, but when you see them, you know, it adds to the overall illusion so much, because you know, it's something that you notice. You know, if you were really to examine, you know, an old slate real close, you'd see a lot of these little, you know, imperfections. You know. Well, would you have any technical questions?
You could maybe
talk about how drunk I get in the morning before coming home.
What you smoke before you
before I start painting for the day.
No, I was gonna say maybe the panel you're working on, or the surface.
Yeah, I really like masonite panels. I love working on masonite. You know, when I first went to college, that's what I started working on. I've been working on it ever since. I know a lot of people really love the dynamic spring of a canvas. I don't know, I never really enjoyed working on that. I mean, I'm sure there's, you know, a million arguments to be made both ways. What is you know, the best surface to work on, this and that. But I think anything you're going to do, any endeavor you embark on should, you know, is a success if you know, achieve quality of product and a procedure that's fulfilling. And and by fulfilling, I also mean like something you enjoy doing. I really enjoy working on masonite. You know, we prepare it all ourselves in house. You know, we store big sheets of it and just cut it as needed, prime it as needed. I just really like the surface. Plus, you know, it's, you know, we sand it after it's prepared, or you know, at the end of preparing it, we sand it to the desired finish you want. I pretty much like a fairly smooth surface, because I don't like to battle. A lot of my paintings get, you know, a lot of people enjoy them at very intimate levels, and I like to make sure that, you know, the illusions hold together and they continue to work, they continue to fool the eye at you know, very intimate levels. So I don't like any type of texture or undesirable texture actually interfering with the illusion at intimate levels, so real close proximities. What else you got? You got anything else for me?
Brushes.
Brushes. I use a pretty wide array of brushes. Everything from, you know, pretty decent sized bristle filberts. I really like to draw with bristle filberts. To my prized detail brushes, which are the Winsor Newton Scepter Gold Series, Scepter Gold 2 Series 101, yeah, size 40. You know, it's funny, everyone says, oh, you know, I saw this brush, Anthony Waichulis would like it, it's like, you know, 75-0, but, you know, what I found is, at least in this particular line of brushes, once you go beyond 40, they start to behave oddly, like they start to kind of bush out a little bit, at least with the procedures that I employ. 40, the 40 size is what I found. It's an incredibly resilient brush, and it holds a point for a long time. You know, it's well, you know, I really take a very special care of all my brushes. I tie all my bristles, and I'm very careful with all my sable and sable synthetics. And you know, if you really care for brushes, they could last you a really, really long time. They get expensive.